My name is Lauren Pressley, and I'm here to talk to Timberland High School, grades 9 through 12. School's not what it used to be. Yeah, that's right, I said it. I'm looking at some of you out there shaking your heads. It's very different, I know. I'm not here to add more assessment. I'm not here to tell you you're failing. I'm here to tell you how we can truly make a change, how we can embrace learning for the student, each individual student, how we can properly address each child's needs and watch them turn into the passionate explorer of education and lifelong learner we hope to achieve. We can choose to teach to the students, or they can adjust to one single teaching technique, one way that's been around for years upon years. I want you to really think about that though. One teaching style, every demographic, every learning style, every IEP, and one style. A teacher up front waving her pointer, lectures, worksheets, exams, then voila, a grade? It's a one-size-fits-all instruction? I was told once that to not look forward is to only be 10 steps behind. So what exactly is looking forward? It's a learning revolution out there. It's time to get on board. This is personalized learning. Personalized learning takes a different course of action where students are educated to their individual needs, readiness, and interest. This type of an academic model offers flexible pathways for students to progress towards a diploma in ways that are personally meaningful and tailored to their specific needs. As we teach, we move on to new topics, regardless whether or not the students have attained the skills or knowledge. We are confined to time restraints. But in personalized learning, time is a variable. Curriculum content is organized into natural progressions of information and skill as opposed to simply an age bracket. In a personalized learning environment, everything is fully personalized, and objectives and content, method, and pace may all vary. Students actively engage transmedia literacy to sort through and select from the knowledge available to them as they progress through learning objectives. Learners advance to the next performance level in a content area once proficiency or better has been achieved and validated. There are no traditional grade levels. Student progression can occur at any point during the course of the year for any content area. And at the beginning of the traditional school year, learners resume their learning at the point where they left off the previous year. There is no social promotion. Learning is a constant. Learning is personalized through goal setting, choice, and voice with appropriate instruction. Curriculum is guaranteed and viable where the learning targets and supporting materials are made explicit and available to teachers, students, and parents. Evidence towards proficiency for all learning targets is measured and recorded over time, where the learner must score proficient or better prior to the beginning of the next performance level. There are no traditional letter grades. Curriculum standards provide the learning objectives for students and can be used as a tool to map student progress. It could also be used to access information and resources. Communication about assessment and accountability can be done in terms of standards using standard-based grading. Standard-based grading replaces traditional report cards, the A through F grades. Standard-based grading can also enable a personalized learning system to identify possible future sequences for instruction. Curriculum standards provide agreed-upon lesson objectives, which can be expressed in the language students understand. These standards present the enduring understanding and essential questions that drive learning. Students progress purposely at their own pace with teacher guidance based on demonstrating proficiency or better on all the learning targets. Pacing. This personalized learning technique creates a map for the student, specifically designed for their individual instruction. This map tracks overall progress and can be used to determine deficient areas. This in turn can be used to determine where educator or tutoring assistance is needed. By understanding each student's standards, resources can then be provided specifically tailored to those needs. Students can learn at their own pace and are guided by the teacher. They are given many opportunities to demonstrate an understanding of the skill and are further given opportunities to revisit standards and grow as a learner. With this process, students develop such a strong accountability for their learning, and it creates such a sense of pride and responsibility for their education. Next, I want to go into assessment. The dreaded word assessment. I know you all are very fearful of this, but let me just explain. A variety of frequent assessments are used to determine when standards and targets are met and understood. Frequent formative assessments in the classroom are used to determine a level of understanding of student benchmarks, a need to reteach lessons, and deficits in the student understanding. A use of formative and summative assessments that employ student performance tasks are also needed. These tasks ask students to apply their knowledge in real-world examples by constructing their own answers. Report cards reflect this growth as each standard is met. Report cards demonstrate student progress on each standard using a rubric that describes various levels of knowledge and skills. Ultimately, by using this approach, it provides teachers, students, and parents alike with highly specific information about the students' needs, skills, and progress. The next question I feel you will ask is, why is this needed? I want to take a look at the Denver School District that once asked the same question. I'd like to introduce to you Westminster 50. In 2006, they were placed on academic watch for the accumulation of things: low static achievement, poor graduation rates, and persistent achievement gaps, just to name a few. And then they struggled with many demographic challenges. They needed a systematic approach to ensure continuous rigorous learning. In 2009, Westminster District implemented a radical approach, this personalized learning that left many people skeptical. Perhaps you may be today. At first, it appeared that this new model of education was a failure. A natural implementation dip occurred where anxiety, fear, and confusion erupted, just like with anything new. But since this dip occurred, gradual improvement has appeared. Scores have steadily climbed, and in 2012, the state pulled the district off in the turnaround status. Even more, they have watched a rise of 6% in third grade reading and a decrease of unsatisfactory readers by 4%. Using personalized learning, we watch as the students become responsible learners. They utilize the curriculum system and are aware of all learning expectations. Many meet graduation requirements early, and ultimately they are prepared for workplace or post-secondary opportunities. As teachers, you become the guide on the side and can actually grade upon students meeting their learning targets, not simply pass or fail, or even just coming to school and turning in homework. Grades are meaningful. The parents now understand exactly what their children are capable of doing. Their education becomes a transparent process where monitoring and understanding is crystal clear. I know many parents desperately want their specific child to succeed just as we do. This learning model is designed for exactly that. Each need is met. I don't know how many countless meetings I've sat in and watched a parent cry or become upset because they feel their child is lacking. This personalized learning, though, this plan can demonstrate our desire to tailor each child's educational goals to what they can achieve. How does this affect you? This may seem overwhelming, I understand. Inputting grades, IEP meetings, customizing assessments, I know you're already busy. Tracking each student's progress may seem like a burdensome. We must have a shared vision. Each person in our district must come together to see the whole picture, yet play our individual part. As a district, we celebrate and respect diversity. We nurture the love of learning and inquiring, and we prepare students for the 21st century. We as teachers share common classroom practices, expectation, and instructional languages. We provide structures and support system for each individual student. As a student deficits are highlighted, as a teacher you guide the student in response, whether that be in further instruction, mentoring, teacher tutoring, peer collaboration, or parental assistance. In an authentic, learner-centered, personalized learning model, the focus has shifted from teaching to a focus on learning, from a reliance of individual teaching practices to group practices, and from an effort to deliver service to one of the providing learning supports. Teachers, mentors, paras, aides, all address needs and de-emphasize labels. Flexible roles are important for teachers to adequately address the diversity of learner needs in every school. The roles may range from providing individual to small group instruction. We as teachers meet consistently to review learner data and to help identify focus students so that their targeted or intensive needs are addressed instructively in collaboration with all teachers. Educators do more than monitor student progress. They encourage and coach them. As your librarian, I want to add how much I can benefit the classroom and all you educators. Not only will I collaborate and provide resources per each standard, but I will also help in monitoring the student's activity in real time using the personalized learning metadata system. This progress tracking module tracks what activities and resources a student is ready for. Recommendations are then sent to me for revisions or approval. I help in providing the activities and resources, then mentor and encourage as each student performs them. Then when finished, the students and I can reflect on the learning materials and see what is most beneficial. This reflection can be used in a formative portfolio of student progress. Together as a district, we must come and share this and witness this shared vision. It may seem scary to you at first, but together we can move forward. Resources. When transitioning into a personalized model, we must become accustomed to new resources. With each personalized learning model, a metadata computer system is used to track, develop, and formalize curriculum standards. Students can log into their own plan, review the standards still needed, the standards met, the activities required, their progress, and further resources to help attain each target. As the district implements the plan, this system becomes available to us. However, there are many other tools that I as a librarian have found useful in creating my own library commons. As you already know, the library atmosphere has shifted over the decades, and as you look at our library here at Timberland, you can see the change to our media center. To me, and hopefully yourselves, I hope you can see the bigger picture as the library is the central hub to personalized learning. With my favorite tools and resources, I hope to show you inspiration as we delve into the new models. One great resource for teachers, either in the classroom or in the library commons, is Kahoot. Our library is both laptop centers and iPad centers that the Kahoot can be played upon. During Kahoot, a teacher creates an interactive quiz of their choice. The teacher can create their own or visit the shared platform where multiple quizzes regarding their own GLEs are already created for you. Google Classroom is another great resource for the entity of the district. Each teacher can create their own classroom, then by adding student email addresses already inputted into the drive, you can invite them to the classroom. Through the classroom, assignments can be uploaded, taught in a flipped classroom style, and students can turn them in there. Projects then can be presented and shared with other peers, as well as teachers and parents. Videos, virtual field trips, diagrams, pictures, reading guides, assessments, they can all be shared here by just the single click of one mouse. Another resource I like is Easly. It's a masterpiece resource. Through Easly, students can design infographics of all shapes and sizes. Math can use it for graphing purposes, history can use it for timetables, science for flowcharts, English for biographies, and the list goes on. The platform is user-friendly and highly engaging. Students can design their own backgrounds, objects, styles, and images. They can even upload their own images. Easly is free to log in and save any work. In our district, we truly love Easly. Why, you ask? Well, we are all Google driven, and as easy it is to log into Easily, all you have to do is input your Google login, share, and upload. Another resource is S'more. This is something that I use every quarter with the library newsletter. I use S'more for this specifically. S'more allows you to create elegant and customizable flyers, and with an easy sharing option, the whole school can see it in one single click. It's a great functionality that allows you to compile a range of information and promotional material quickly and efficiently. It's great for the classroom, it's great for projects, and it's easy to share. To teach our students to explore is one of the greatest things that we can teach them. The following apps allow students to venture into the world without leaving their seats. National Parks. National Geographic presents a beautiful interactive guide to 25 of America's most visited national parks. There are free galleries, visitor information, and maps. Teachers have access to full guides for an even richer experience. Students get to explore the national parks like never before. The next one I want to talk about is called The Art of Life. How do objects end up in a museum? Discover the answer to that question from the artworks themselves in this app. From J. Paul Getty Museum, the Life of Art app enables users to retrace the lives of a lidded bowl, a silver fountain, a side chair, a wall light in the Getty's collection, and the list goes on. The interactive app features stunning photography, animations, video, and 360 rotations that bring the rich biographies to life. And the last app is World Aquariums. Students can immerse themselves in large amounts of video content about aquariums around the world. It's a virtual tour application that has compiled in excess of 50 famous aquariums from a variety of places, such as the United States, Europe, and Asia. Personalized learning can look different each day, week, or year. The central component, however, remains the same. As a whole, we are bridging the gaps of needs of educational success. Personalized learning draws into the student's interests, defines their needs, and creates a map of curriculum that instills an inquiry of learning. Education is about quality. Our goal is to create lifelong learners of tomorrow, and with personalized learners, we can do just that. Together, we can move forward. If you have any further questions, please contact me in the library. And if you would like any further resources, let me know. Thank you.